everyone, welcome back to The Oily Life. My name is Tanya, and on this channel I like to share all things natural living and essential oil related and how I run my natural product and essential oil businesses. I am a small business owner, so I like to share that on my channel as well. So for today's project, we're going to be making a cold processed soap. This is a remake of my Turmeric and Honey soap. It's a really popular soap for me, even being unscented. There's definitely people out there who just prefer an unscented bar. Now, you know, it's not an unscented bar doesn't mean it doesn't have a smell. It just means we're not adding in anything extra to scent it. So you do get some scent from the cocoa butter and the other oils and things that are in the soap. So it has kind of a warm, nutty aroma to it. But that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and go make some soap. Alright, so we're going to get started making my turmeric and honey soap. And this is an unscented soap, not meaning it doesn't have any scent to it, just we're not adding in any sort of fragrance or essential oils, anything like that. So I have my oils all melted down here, and what we are going to do next is go ahead and pour in our lye water. And I do have some sodium lactate in my lye water as well, just to help with it releasing from the mold. There we go. And this is one of my more popular soaps. I always try to keep at least one unscented option in my shop at a time. And this, of the unscented ones I do, seems to be the most popular one. Turmeric, if you take a look at it, it has a lot of great benefits for your skin. Of course, not claiming my soap does anything other than cleanse, but if you were to look up turmeric on the internet, you would see a whole bunch of different skin benefits for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this blended. Set this to the side for a second. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit off. We're going to have one part that is just colored with coconut milk for a little contrast. So I'm going to get that poured off now. Coconut milk adds a lot of lather to your bars, just like any sort of milk does. So it's a great addition to soaps, at least in my opinion. All right, so we have that there. Now we're gonna go ahead and pour our honey in. You can typically use 1 teaspoon of honey per pound of soap without having any sort of issues. And this is a local honey. I try to use a local honey in my soaps whenever I can. And then we're gonna add in the turmeric powder. And this will give the soap a nice rich color. And it won't stain your skin or anything like that. I mean, I guess potentially it could if you put a crazy amount in there, but I usually stick with 1 to 2 tablespoons. All right, now we're gonna get this blended real quick. Actually, we're gonna switch that up. Change of plans. So I'm gonna set that off to the side for a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the coconut milk powder added in. That way I can blend this one first and not have to worry about cleaning off my stick blender, because the orange of the turmeric definitely would end up coloring this portion. And that is not what I want. All right, so give this one a quick blend. All right, that looks good there. So now we're just going to set that to the side. grab our main batter and get it blended. Alright, so then just gonna stir this a little bit, make sure you don't have any powder up on the sides. And then we're doing an in the pot swirl as well as a mica drop. So first we're gonna get our coconut milk in. Just giving it a quick stir here. And you can tell the coconut milk has started to thicken up some, but that is okay. And I'm going to leave a little bit for the top. And then I like to just kind of, to make sure I get some of the coconut milk in all of the soap, I like to do just a little bit of a swirl like that. Then for the mica drop, this is just shimmering gold mica in some of my oils that were used for the batter. And then we're just gonna, well, first give it a little stir. And then I'm gonna pour that in. And then save a little for as we go. All right, let me grab my mold. Then we're just gonna pour this guy in. And then we're gonna get the rest of our white out here. And then I think I'm gonna chopstick it through the soap just to get this. Didn't look like there was a whole lot of coconut milk in that last bit, so I'm just gonna take my chopstick and give that a little swirl through here before I finish swirling up the top. That looks good there. And then I'm just gonna, well, tap that right out of the mold. Then we're just gonna do a little bit of drizzle with the mica in a few places. Then I'm just gonna take my skewer and swirl that all through. So pretty. It's a really simple top, but like I said, so pretty with the mica. All right. And that is all there is to it. We're gonna let this set up for 18 to 24 hours and then we'll be back to cut. All right, so we are back to cut my turmeric and honey soap. I didn't have the camera on when I first started, so we're on the second bar here, but really happy with how it turned out. It has a great kind of burnt orange color and then the white of the coconut milk, and I really like, if it'll focus here, the shimmer of the gold on top. So what I always like to tell people is unscented soaps don't have to be boring. They can still be really pretty. They do have an aroma to them because of the natural oils and butters that are in there. So they do actually have a scent. We just don't add any additional scents. And I always like to try to keep one unscented soap in the shop at a time because, you know, some people just prefer the unscented bars or have sensitivities to scent. So I always like to have one option in there. And this is probably my most popular unscented soap. I'm just determined to beat this guy up apparently. So we are into spring now. It hasn't felt a lot like spring where I am. I'm in northern Kentucky and we've had a few warm days, but still some cooler weather too. So how is the weather where you are? Are you one of those people that are still getting snow, which definitely would not want to be still getting snow right now? Or have you moved on to more spring-like weather? I am ready for the warmth and ready for all the pretty flowers. Just ready to move on from the gray, dreary winter months. So pretty on the top there. But yeah, definitely winter is probably my least favorite month. I know I've mentioned that before, but it certainly is true. And then I'm gonna have my farmers market starting here in May. Those are always fun. Get out and get to see people a little bit, plus see, you know, what everyone else has been creating and the fresh fruits and vegetables and all that good stuff. And that is all of our bars. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and that it inspired you to try to make an unscented soap of your own. If you did like today's video, I'd love it if you'd subscribe and stick around and become part of my community here on YouTube. Also, if you haven't already, you can join me over on Instagram at essentially.tanya. I share a lot more essential oil information over there and natural DIYs and just some of my daily life there as well. So would love to have you come join me. And thank you so much for being here today. Take care, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.